Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Teresa. Hi, everybody who's coming in. I'm just getting set up. I bumped my camera with my head the other day. So this is straight to me. It's crooked on my camera. So let's see if I can straighten out my camera a little. There, is that a little better? Okay. I want it right about in here. Good morning, Barb. Yes, I tell you, I have just gotten, don't tell YouTube. I've gotten a little addicted to these live streams. Can I go up one? Oops, that's the wrong one. Back. Go back. Okay. Well, yeah, I came online because I went to the thrift store yesterday. I went to the post office. My cards mailed that I gave away in the recent giveaway. Barb, I'm still working on yours. I know that you said don't worry about it, but I want to get my mailing done. I want to get my mailings done, so I am working on my mailings. I want to do it because I want to join some more swaps. I want to join more swaps, and I feel so guilty not having what I committed to mailed out. Why join more? I will do, the card giveaways, but yes, I did some mailings yesterday. And I went to the thrift store. I'd come online. The first thing, I want to work in my journal, but I thought I'd show you what I got for my thrift store haul. It wasn't a lot, but it was some. Of course, they had books. 50% off. So Meri can't resist a history book. This is Reader's Digest. And I really honestly don't know what they charged me for this book, but it was 50% off. So they had a really great book cover, and I'm starting to save these book covers. My next month's April. Can it come off here? Yeah. So I'll be putting my book covers in, and I'll probably be fussy cutting this one. History book. It's more about history. Oh, it's got some of art stuff in it, but I don't know. I guess you cannot read about the 1900s without reading about all the wars that went on. That kind of bothers me, but it was a part of our. My camera's still not straight. It just bugs me to no end. And it needs to be moved a little. Let's see. Let me see if I can't. This way? Yeah. One more, maybe. I have to go to my desktop to. There. So, yeah, this has more factual history, but, it's got a lot of World War I stuff. And I have to say, I appreciate history. I love reading about history. And look, it's got a bookmark in it. But one thing that bothers me about the history books is they touch on, I don't know, it's not history as I remember it. Now, I guess when I say that, my father taught history, and he'd read the newspapers, and he'd read the morning papers, and he'd go, "That's not how I taught history." And I think what he meant was there's more going on in our lives than, the Surrealist Manifesto. Of course, World War I affected, and World War II, they affected people, but some of this history, I guess what they're saying is they really don't dig into our lives, what happened in our lives, and of course, that's not, that probably would be pretty hard to do, but I think in the future, when they write history books, they're going to have, like on the internet, just think on YouTube. think of everybody sharing their lives and just I think we're going to get a different perspective of history 100 years from now than what we have presented to us in a textbook from the 1800s and even like the 1900s. We get spoon-fed history, and I think hopefully YouTube won't feed history or social media. I think there's just more going on between the lines of when I read a history book. So, as my father used to say, that's not history as I used to teach it. So, but I do appreciate, because there's a lot of factual history that I'm still learning about. But I think that there's more behind the scenes. So I love my history books, though. That's my little lecture on history. That's my 50% off history book. The other book that I got that was 50% off, whoops, it's not that one. It's this one. This dictionary. Well, this was a $2 dictionary, so I paid $1 for it. But what I like about this dictionary is that they have all the pictures, all the little pictures in the margins. They've got them all in the margins. So if you want to cut out a little picture, you can save both the words and the margin, or you can save the entire page if you want. And there's pictures on just about every page. So I grabbed this one just because of that. I'm beginning to love dictionaries, and I might, how I'm doing my dictionary, I might pull from this to do my words. We might do that later today. So, hey, it was 50% off. So I got that at the thrift store. Let's see, what else did I get? This I did not get at the thrift store. This I got at Joann's. It was up by the counter, and I saw it, and I saw black and gold, so I put my hands on it. But what I like about it is got those Roman numerals in there. And it's just a piece of fabric with, I suppose these are all Roman numerals. So that'll be going in a book someplace, probably an art journal. I may start doing a little basic sewing once I get my $5 machine going. So I got that. I got this at the thrift store. This was gift tissue. Pretty designed for 50 cents. It would have been 75% off, brand new, $1.99. So I got that. Of course, that'll be used for multimedia. I got these. They have these. I go to this Catholic thrift store that I really do like. They do their things up nice. I got some fabric here, some pretty floral fabric, and I got some red to kind of match. And then I got, see how they put it all together? This was $2, but hey, it's all, it's all matched for me. So I like that. And then I got these. These were on a, kind of like a bargain table back at the back. And they're only 25 cents a package. And there's one for the different months. Like I'm going to use this one for February. I'm a little groundhog. It's my day. Wake and stretch. Go out and play. Down in my burrow, down so deep. Time to wake from long winter sleep. So I'm going to go back to my February journal and put that in there. There's nothing for March, but there's one for April. There's nothing for May, but there's one for June. There's nothing for July, but there's one for August. There's one for September, October, nothing for November, and one for December. So I'm going to use these in my 2019 journals as the months progress. I'm going to put them, when I build my journal, I'll put them with it when I build my next one. And then I got these shopping bags. Shopping bags, I got these for 50 cents a piece. All of them for 50 cents a piece. But I'm going to be putting these in my journals. I'm going to be breaking them open. Some of these might be interesting to break open. I think I can do that. But I've been having fun with those shopping bags in my journal. That Victoria's Secret one in February. So I got me some shopping bags to put in my journals. I'm going to deconstruct those. So let's put those with my words because those will go in journals. And then I got this. This one has a little story. Let's put all these fabrics together. That'll go in my fabric pile. I got to start on my fabric book with Lisa. I had a Kleenex in my hand. I really twisted this tight. Oh, I see. I glued it there. I taped it there because that tape. I'll have to put that in a separate bag. I had Kleenex in my hand, and I was up at the cash register, and I asked her if she had a wastebasket. And she had this jewelry in a little plastic container, and she said, here, just throw it in here. Well, I don't want to throw my Kleenex in your box of jewelry. And she says, oh, I'm going to throw them out anyway. I looked at her, and I said, you're going to throw those out? You're going to throw them out? Yeah. Well, I had to go. Yeah, I had to look at them. Well, this one wasn't in there. I bought this one, 25 cents for a little metal frame. I thought I'd deconstruct it and maybe use it on a journal front. But, and she said, I'll sell them to you for 25 cents a piece. I thought, well, you're going to throw them out. I didn't say that to her, but I thought it. And I was still kind of looking through to see what was in here. And I said, well, how much for all of them? I just couldn't see her throwing these out. These are not the kind. Well, these I think you can pull apart. These are not the kind you can pull apart, and rebead, restring. So I'm not sure what I'll do with these. These might make nice Christmas decorations, though. So, and well, see, this one was marked $2, $2.95. Some of these were marked $2.95, and she was going to throw them out. And there's some little buttons in there, little button pieces. Those must have come off of one. Bead pieces. And I said, well, how much for what's here? And she said $2.50. So I thought, well, since it was a Catholic donation thing, I said, well, I'll give you $2.50 for them. This one's broken. But you can rebead these. You can use each one of these little beads as a embellishment. Put them in a little bag. There's little beads here that you can rebead. There's a whole string of black ones here. So this will go in my broken jewelry jar. I think these I can take apart too. These tan ones, and I think the blue ones will come apart. So you can rebead these. This tan one, I would almost wear this one just for fun. That's a nice one that you could wear if you like to wear jewelry. I don't wear a lot of jewelry, but I might wear it sometime just for fun with a scarf. But they've got this marked $1.95 at the thrift store. She was going to throw them out. I didn't tell her. I thought afterwards I should have told her to bag up some of this jewelry like they do at Goodwill. And if, $2.50, I paid $2.50 for this, didn't think too much of it. I kind of second thought it because she was going to throw them out. But it got me to thinking, what is it that they throw out? What can they, even thrift stores can't keep everything. And I love this one. This one I'm going to deconstruct and use as journals charms. So, and then there's a broken hoop earring and a couple little pieces down here. Here's here's a couple little rings. So that was my fun thing of the day. So let's check chat. I came on just to chatter away, I guess. Let's go to my YouTube channel out here and YouTube. Oops, I'm not online. I got to get connected. Let's connect here. Get rid of all my notifications. Oops. YouTube. And I have to go to my channel. Come on. Come on. So there I am. Let's go to live chat and see who's in the house. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, good morning. Nanamo, your card's on your way to you. Hi, Barb. Nanamo and Barb and Teresa. Good morning, Teresa. Hi, Mina. Good morning, Mina. Oh, look, I'm buffering already. That's why I turn on my chat. I buffer. Hi, Auntie Ro. Good morning, Auntie Ro and Nina and Teresa. Just passing through. It's 2:30. Annie Ro's just passing through. Well, thanks for stopping by, Annie Ro. Let's see. Was wondering if you were going to be on this AM. Seems to be my hour to wake. You know, I did. I was tired when I got home yesterday. My brother likes to watch wrestling in the evening, and let me tell you, I slept through all that yelling that they do. Sometimes I watch it with him, but I was so tired yesterday, I slept through everything. So I woke up about 2:30 this morning. I have hazelnut coffee this morning. Let's see, what else are you saying? Hi, Jill P. Good morning, Vanessa. Hi, Azure. Good morning, lady. I'm a magpie. Well, you know what? I could not see her throwing that broken jewelry away. And I'll probably keep it around for a while, but I'll be looking for something and it'll be in the bag. It'll be right there when I need it. So that was kind of my fun story of the day. Then this is not from a thrift store. There's a little fabric store, bead store. A little store downtown, a little fabric shop that I like to go to. They used to carry a lot of needlework when I did a lot of needlework. Now they do a lot of quilting. There's a lot of quilters in this area. But they had what they called yesterday was their Fat Quarter Tuesday. So I bought some fat quarters just because I like the design. This piece only cost me $1.50. These are like travel railroad and railroad, mostly railroad, Burlington Northern Railroad crossing. But I like the color of it. And then of course these were clocks. I like these. This was a little bit more expensive. This is a nice fabric shop. This isn't Hobby Lobby fabric where, this is nice cotton pieces that will cost you $8 or $9 a yard or even more, $14 a yard. And here's some batik. I thought this was batik. I think these cost me, they go by how many pieces you buy. If you buy under 5, you pay $2.25 for a fat quarter. So I got 3 pieces. What I went in there for is what I always go into this shop for because I love it. I'm not much of a quilter, but I have got these little charms. And maybe I'll need to zoom in to show you these. I love buying these charms. And when I can afford it, I'll go in and buy some. Let's go in one more. Where am I here? Here. Over here. Let's show you what I got here because I got several. And they're not very expensive. Most of them are brass. But I got a little dragonfly one. If you can see the dragonfly on there. I got some little scissors. I love my little scissor pieces. And I'll probably put these on my February journal. Look at that arrow. I love this arrow. I got 2 arrows. I got a keyhole. Here's another scissors. Got a little heart in a rectangle. Got some little bezel type charms. Got a little owl. Isn't the owl cute? And then I got some little dominoes. I don't think these are more, I don't know. I guess if you have I don't see how you could thread these. I don't see a hole in them. But they're little dominoes. And they're dominoes on both sides. I got 5 of them here. I wouldn't want to glue them down. I don't know. And they don't look like they have little holes in them where I could thread them. So I'm not sure about those. But I got them just because they were domino. Whoops, here. They were dominoes. Yeah, and I got a little dragonfly and a little kitty cat. And I got a key and another arrow type thing here. 2 of these smaller arrows. These are smaller arrows. And another, I showed you the heart in the rectangle. Some more dragonflies here. And I probably paid about maybe a little over $5 for all of these. Various prices from 15 cents or probably 10 cents or 15 cents for the little domino. Probably 10 cents. They were pretty cheap. I think the owl cost me like $1.50. He was probably the most expensive. The key probably cost me $1.50 because it was a pretty key. The arrows probably cost me about 70 cents. So I maybe went over $5, but then I got this weird bird. The bird, I call him a weird bird. But I got him. So that was fun. That's really what I go into that store for, is because I like to go in and look at all their little charms, because I can buy as few or as many as I want, and I can sit there and they have them all in little drawers, and you can pick them out, and then you write down on a little sheet of paper. Where's my little sheet of paper? You write down on a little sheet of paper what you buy, and then you take it up there and they calculate it all out for you. But they also have an ice resin station where somebody's doing ice resin along in the beading section. And that is so tempting. I have not done any ice resin art yet. I may do that someday, but yeah, a little bit more expensive. So I haven't got into that yet. But that's what I go into that store for. So that was kind of like my little treat there. Everything else was thrift store. Let's see, what else did I do? I think I showed you everything. I went to Walmart. Yeah, I always got to go to Walmart because that's that's where I get my markers. I bought some more of these. 30 markers. I was thinking there were 18. These cost me about $10, but for 30 markers for $10, that's a pretty good price. So, and I'm running out of my orange. Some of my, here comes another train. And so I invested in some more of those. And then I got some metallic ones. These cost about $2, 50 cents a piece. That's a pretty good price. And then last at Walmart, I got some highlighters. I'm finding that I like these highlighters to work in my journal when I want to do the backgrounds on my ATCs. They kind of give a nice smooth color rather than having to scribble a lot with my marker. So they've got a purple and a green one in here and an orange. The pink, blue, and yellow are pretty common, but so I invested in, that was my shopping trip yesterday. I went shopping. I probably should have stayed home, but hey, look what I got. Other than kind of splurged at this store, but I don't go in there often, so that's kind of my treat. But some more fabric for the fabric journal. And then I got these. I'm going to put the February in one. Maybe I'll do that today. But hey, this was originally at Ben Franklin for $2.30, and I got it for $1.25. I love my thrift store shopping. Love my thrift store shopping. I'm just going to put these things over on the floor. Let's get out my February journal because I have it here because I've been working in my doodles. Let's go ahead and just put this in here. Let's just put it in here because I'm here. Oh. Was I buffering? Was I buffering? skip the ad. Let's zoom back out. Let me zoom back out here. I always have to go down to my desktop to do all this stuff. It kind of takes me an extra step. There we go. Let's see who's come in. Good morning, ladies. Hi, Aunt Beck. Aunt Beck said no to something. She said, good idea, Mina. Let's see. Make a tiny bag, put the dominoes in it, and make a dangle. Oh, that's a good idea. I like that idea, Mina. Vanessa said, I had 2 teeth pulled yesterday that turned into each other. Now I have stitches in my mouth, and I can only eat soft foods for weeks. Oh, Vanessa. Owie, owie, owie. Get some ice cream. Oh, that might be too cold, though. Ice cream might be too cold. You're just going to have to eat cream of wheat. Let's feed Vanessa cream of wheat when she comes on in the morning. I don't envy you, Vanessa. That's painful. I like the little bag idea. You can make couples jewelry for Penelope and Pierre. Well, there you go, Azure. Another good idea. I like these ideas. You guys are just full of good ideas. And Beck said she's so tired of being cold. One reason I could never move back north. It'll warm up. It's cold here too, Aunt Beck. It's the icicles. You know, when you drive out on the wet roads, you have to kick the ice off the bottom of, you know, your tires, because as you drive on those wet roads, the ice accumulates between your tire and the fender. And I was trying to kick that off of my car yesterday, and my poor little shoes were no match for him. And I got out on the road. And I thought something hit my car, but I think it was ice blowing off the roof or something. And the roads were, they had snowplows out yesterday. They were not really bad, but they were drifty in spots. So you'd have a spot where the road was clear, and then a spot where there was kind of snow across the road. And the snowplows were out on my way up there, but on my way back it was, and I didn't get out of here till about 12:30, 1 o'clock. So I'm tired of the cold too, Aunt Beck. Callie was cold and wanted me to sit with her in front of a space heater. And of course, now I'm wide awake. Well, there you go, Aunt Beck. You're going to have to crawl under that new granny square. I watched your video this morning, that new granny square Afghan. Let's see. They're saying good morning to Aunt Beck. Joe P's in the house. Azure's in the house. I think I said good morning to everybody here. Nana Mo. And let's see what else is going on. Teresa said it's been cold here since Monday. It's supposed to be over tomorrow. I think we're supposed to get some cold weather this week. I don't know what's happening next week. I was looking at the 7-day forecast. It's still cold here in Nebraska. Hi, Lynn. Good morning. Good morning. Sherry's in the house. Good morning, Sherry. Azure said it's 40 where I'm in Florida, but I'm bundled up in blankets. My feet are cold. Sherry's in the house. Teresa's in the house. Mina says she likes to play with tiny items, drawing them, and then they are for real, like magical realism. All right. Lynn said good morning to everyone. All right, I think I'm caught up with chat, so let's go ahead and I might as well use these because I bought them. And this is not the type of packaging that you pull open at the bottom. It's more of a plastic sack. So let's just cut it. I don't know if I'll ever use this plastic, but I'll save it. Now, I could use it for something. It'd make a nice page flip, wouldn't it? Make a nice page flip. And maybe if I just get my sticker out, I have no idea. I think these are they rub-ons? They appear to be old rub-ons, and I don't know if they're going to rub on. Let's pull this out and keep that in, and maybe I'll make a journal flip or something out of this. I could do that, just cut it off to fit my journal. I might do that. Let's see. If these are rub-ons, I might have trouble getting them to rub on. Getting trouble getting them off of the sheet. They're old. Oh, they are rub-ons. Let's see if they've lost their rub-oniness. Journaling snippets of headlines, facts, and funds. It Takes Two was the company that made them. And somebody told me, I was remarking about these headbands, how they got that little plastic whatever in the middle of these, and I didn't know why. And I was reading the comments. I do reread my chat. I try to catch things that I don't catch during chat. But she was saying they put those in there so your hair doesn't, to keep your hair in place. So that was a good piece of information that I missed. You've got another train coming. Gosh, I signed on at 4:30, and this is the third train I've heard. The engineers are waking up. And I was looking at some more headbands at Walmart yesterday, and their little plastic strip in the center there has little prongs on it to keep the headband in place, I guess. I don't know if I like them. I see those breaking. I like the ones without them. Okay, this is my February journal, and I'm going to try to rub on maybe right here, February. I think I pretty well have filled up. Yeah, this is the second page. So let's just try. And I think I'll go ahead and, well, can I cut let's try cutting it here without. I suppose I just cut the paper. Let's cut February. Let's see if these old rub-ons will work. We'll do February here. Let me get out my bone folder. And I am in a journal, so let's put this pad underneath of it. Maybe it'll help. I'm in a full journal. Let's see if these work. For 25 cents, rub-ons, that's a pretty good deal. Yeah, it's getting in my way here. Well, the plastic went down. Let's see what happens here. My plastic glued down. Huh. It's more of a sticker than a rub-on. My plastic is pulling the rub-on off. I guess I'll leave the plastic down. These are rub-ons, but maybe they're stickers. Let's see what this says again. Oh, it is sticker. 5x12 sticker. Oh, you put the whole thing down. This is not a rub-on. This is a sticker sheet. And you just put the whole sheet down. But I don't like that. I'm going to cut them out. I'll just leave that. I was trying to rub it down. That was not rub-ons. All right. You learn as you go. Yeah, I thought they looked like rub-ons. All right. Well, so where's my scissors? February comes from the word Februar, which means purification and reflects rituals undertaken before spring. Every 4 years, February gains an extra day called leap year. Let's cut the groundhog. Well, do we want that out? Let's just make stickers then. I want to use them. I want to use them. I'm going to put my little groundhog someplace else. And since I already put February there, I'm going to save this February for someplace else. Well, we'll use it as stickers then. It's just a journal. I want to use them since I bought them for 25 cents. I thought they were rub-ons. Kind of glad that they're not. Now let's see if I can get the sheet off though, now that I've, yeah. We're good with that. What else do I have here? Let's see, I want to put my little junior needle crafter back in here. I think I'm going to have to fold that one more time. Put it like this. We'll save that for another part. Did you know more than 36 million heart-shaped boxes of chocolate are sold yearly for Valentine's Day? Did you know every 28 years, February has 5 Sundays? February is Black History Month. The photograph of Abraham Lincoln that's used on the penny and the $5 bill was taken on February 9th, 1864. The Beatles sang the first sang in the USA in Washington on February 11th. Nylon stockings were patented on February 16th, 1937. Blah, 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 blah. Let me cut this out. I'm going to put the Did You Knows on here. Sorry to bore you all. I'm playing in my journal. Playing in last month's journal. Because it's got all these February. Let's put that. I might have to put this way and put this down here. Did you know? Just like that. And then I can put my needle crafters like that. Let's see. What else do we have here? I should put that February on the calendar. Right here. That's where that will go. Too bad I don't have one of these for every month. I guess they used the other months. And gave away what they didn't use. I got a whole bunch of stickers up in Madison. They're getting snowed in Madison the last couple of weeks. I don't know what it's like this week, but I didn't envy them. Let's put February right here. There we go. And that little vellum piece keeps falling out. Let's see, what do I got? I got a poem about the little groundhog. I'll be with you in a minute. I'm figuring out where. I got a couple blank pages in here, I think, that I didn't do much art on. Here's one. Let's do the little Groundhog Day. And it's got a little poem. I'm a little groundhog. It's my day. Wake and stretch, go out and play. Down in my burrow, down so deep. Time to wake from a long winter sleep. I like that. Little groundy hog. We'll put you on here. I'm a little groundhog. We'll put that there. Meri just likes to play for a quarter. Might as well. Might as well. And then this is special days and heart shapes. Let's see. What can I do with that? And then I'll catch up to chat. Here maybe? No. So I got some blank pages where I was going to do pick 10s. Maybe I'll go back and do some pick 10s. Maybe here. These are on the back of my sketches. Or maybe here. I'll put them here. I'll just put them all in one spot. There we go. That's that. Thank you for bearing with me. This will make a nice flip page, I think, if I cut it down. And then I can make a flip page. Save that out. Put it with those bags. All right, we'll put this one away. We'll put this one away. Let's catch up with chat here in a minute. Throw my scrappies away. I like this. It says timeless moments. I'm thinking I can take I can take this out too. Take it out of the bag. I'm thinking I can recycle this journal spot, maybe the whole tag. I'm going to save that for fun. We'll just put it right there. Let's catch. Oh, and then I got some. I didn't show you this. I got this at Joann's, I think, for 30 cents. Some multi-surface satin Americana deco art. I thought I'd try it. It's probably getting old. That's why it was on sale, but I'm going to put it here. I like to have background paint to scrape. All right, what's going on with chat? Your bone folder is in the February journal. I'd be looking for that. Where is it? My bone folder is in the February journal someplace. Wait a minute. Are you sure? I don't see it, Azure. But I don't know where it's at. Oh, wait, I heard it. There it goes. Thank you, Azure. That was funny. I'd be looking all over for that. Wouldn't find it till next year. Oh, there it is. How'd it get in there? That was funny. I love it. I love it. My vinyl piece is slipping down too. Let's kind of pull this up a little. I got a couple little scrappies here that I'm going to put in my scrap page. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see. What did I do with my March journal here? Got some got some things coming up in March 12th. Got a hangout coming up next Tuesday. Tanya's already put a video out. We're going to do, and I'm going to be the silent guest again in the hangout because Tuesday nights my brother watches wrestling. So I don't want wrestling to show up on Tanya's stream. It would be AJ Tuesday night, AJ Styles, I think Tuesday night, and Randy Orton, and all of those would be shouting in the background. We don't want to do that to Tanya, but I'm looking forward to making the little toilet paper books or paper towels. I'm looking for my scrap page here, which I think is a back of a Victoria bag, which is here. I'm just going to glue these down. So I've been cutting out my little coffee cups when why throw them away, you know? It comes off of my pad. I'm looking for my glue stick here. Is this the... Let's go ahead and glue this in. Just do some fun stuff in the morning. Well, let's put it down here. First, coffee. And this little guy is left out from my glue book yesterday. It looks like he was a newspaper guy. I'm going to put him here by the paper. Put him right here. just for fun. I should scrape some paint. Maybe I'll do that too. Let it dry. Let's try scraping some paint on this page. Put my little guy here. Oops, he didn't want to go there. He jumped. There we go. Let's scrape a little page. I feel like scraping some paint, a little paint. Let's try some of this night sky. It'll be dark, but I want to see how ooey gooey this is at 30 cents. Let's see how old it is. Get my scraper out here. I'm putting my little watercolor. That doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look too bad. It was sealed, so it hadn't been used for 30 cents. It might be okay to use. These are the only two colors they had. Ooh, it's kind of gooey. I like how it falls into the creases of this old journal, of this old bag. Kind of distresses in the creases. I'm just playing. I'm just having fun. Put some more down in here. And then, of course, I'll be gluing scrap stuff over this. It'll just fall into the background mostly. Okay. Get it all off on there. And like I said, I'll be gluing scraps on this. Okie dokie. Let's put that aside to dry. What else is going on in chat? I'm glad I got those for 30 cents. Oh, you received the hello card? And I mailed your other card yesterday, so you'll be getting that. You want a pretty spring card too. So you'll be getting that in the next couple days. Probably by Friday. That's something you can the card that I sent you, the spring card, I did not write on the card. So if you want to reuse it, you're certainly welcome to. Becky, your cat is adorable. Becky, let's see. Aunt Beck says, thank you. Hi, Kimberly. Good morning, Kimberly. Oh, I didn't say good morning to Ann. Good morning, Ann. Is Allie K in the house? Oh, Callie. It's Callie, not Allie. I can see on the masking tape page that was put in the bank book. Oh, yeah, that would be good, Teresa, that paint on the masking tape page. That's a good idea. They're saying good morning. They're saying good morning. The little guy has hot coffee, has a coffee hot tube, Ezra says. He jumped because the coffee was too hot. Oh, that's funny, Mina. Oh, dear. Plan on taking an ark to the P. Oh, today. Oh, it's raining where Lynn is. I'm going, taking the ark to the P. Oh, she's going to drive to the post office in the rain. I've got hazelnut coffee today. Oh, okay. The cup of those postcards were done in a dirty dozen. So let me tell you, I did not stop and I mean, those teacups were done fast and furious. I did not stop and try to draw a perfect coffee cup. And the hello on there was written with my fine line paint applicator while the paint was still wet. So it's kind of a shaky hello. But I love the gold glitter on them. Meri, I got your doodle envelope. Oh, you're welcome, Nina. You can do whatever you want with those postcards and envelopes. So the other thing I wanted to start today, and let's see. I've been meaning to do this for a long time. Let's get out this shopping bag first. And I'm going to start cutting these. This is from our grocery store. We usually get the plastic bags, but because we bring our meat home, keep it cold, we put it in the paper sacks. And I'm going to cut this right here to save this part, but I want at least 12 inches on the side. So let me see here. Yeah, always put the ruler the wrong way. Or even 11 inches would be good. Let's mark it at 11 because my journal is 11 inches. But I want 12 for the other. So I'm going to put it at 12. That's good. Mark it at 12. And mark it at 12. And let's just draw a line. And I'm just going to hand cut this. Isn't anything that I need perfection on. How wide are these bags? I'm curious. Just about 12. Huh. I could cut them this way. All right. Let's just cut this down here. I'm just cutting off the top. I'm going to save the top portion with the handle because I'm going to put it in my totally junk journal. I like these. I'll make some sort of a little book out of it or a little tab, maybe a tab thing. Hold tags. I don't know. We'll see. That'll go in the totally junk journal bag. And let's go ahead and open it up and get rid of the bottom. Now, let's just cut it down the side here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Perfection's overrated. But I would like to have it open up. You can't see what I'm doing because I'm struggling with the paper bag here. I want to cut the bottom out. I don't want the bottom. Open it up. I'm just going to tear the bottom. Cut off all this rough stuff. A lot of paper in there. Maybe I'll do a paper bag page in my April journal. Cut open a paper bag and make some paper, couple of them. Make some paper bag pages in my journal in April. Paper bag and gift bag and copy paper and grid paper and I'm having fun with different papers, I think. I'm just cutting all this bottom tears off. Rough cutting. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not going for perfection on this. It's just a paper bag. Well, there's a lot of paper in here, though. Once you open this up, there's a lot of paper. open up some and get them ready for my April journal. Not this morning, but I think I will. It'll be fun to draw and paint on them. There we go. I'll throw this stuff away. Now, I'm curious to know how much paper is here. 18, maybe 19 inches. 18 and a half inches times 2 would be 37 inches of paper this way. That's quite a bit. Now what I want to do, let's cut this edge off here because I don't like the crinkly edge. Now what I want to do is cut that off. Yeah. Now what I'm going to do is get my trimmer out. I'm going to get the big one out. It doesn't matter. Oops. Caught it in there. Huh. That blade held on to it. What are you doing? There. Okay, now I want to cut every 2 inches. So let me feed this through the other way. Every 2, well, I should probably trim this side off too. Get it as straight as I can. Now I want to trim every 2 inches. Throw that away. I'm not watching chat while I'm doing this. My hands and head are cutting paper bag strips, 2-inch strips. I should get about 18 of them, approximately. That would be good. So today's Wednesday. That means Dee Dee comes on at 8:30 Eastern time, or she starts logging on at 8:30. I try to be off by 8:30. Let's put it that way. I think she officially starts at 9 o'clock Eastern time. But I think she has kind of a pre-chat or something. I'm not sure. She's got fibs that she takes care of. Friends in the... I'm going to straighten this out a little. I don't know how it got so crooked. But I try to be off by 8:30. It's only 5:30 here. I try to be off by 7:30 Central Time. And I saw that Beth was on last night. Beth Schuler was on last night. It looks like they might have done a pick 10. I was so tired when I came home yesterday, I fell asleep. So I missed her. Boy, I can feel cuts on here. Huh. I don't know what happened here. I did something, I guess, on it. Aunt Beck, are you streaming tonight? Is Aunt Beck still in here? Are you streaming tonight? Aunt Beck usually streams on Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock Eastern. Let's go way down here. I'll have to catch up with chat. Fibs is Friends in the Box. Let's call it Friends in the Box. Friends in the computer, or I think it came through Dee Dee, I think through, she had a lot of addresses. And she had an address box, and she called them Friends in the Box. Or it could have been just through her channel, Virtual Friends. All those gals that came over from Ustream, I think that's where that originated. All of our Ustream gals. I'm going to need to quit calling them Ustream gals because they're YouTube gals now. But they still have their own community. That whole community came over, Dee Dee and well, I think Barb Owen was already on YouTube, and I keep forgetting her name. Who is the lady who does all that beautiful, she makes stencils and she does all that beautiful ink, and not Vicki Ross, the other lady. Oh, I keep forgetting her name. I watch her channel. I don't know why I forget her name. Yeah, Kimberly. Kimberly was a Ustream lady. Patty Tolly Parrish. Thank you so much. I don't know why I can't remember her name. I think it's a habit. Let's catch up with chat before I do any more. Thank you, Kimberly. Good morning, Kimberly. Oh, you're going to make an explosion card box. What do we need for that? I heard you say we need paper, strong paper. Tell us what we need to make that explosion card box, Aunt Beck. I want to do that. Nine, what? Patricia was by and said hi to you? Which Patricia? Patricia Stubbs or Patricia Lombard? Or Patricia Strufert? Thank you, Lynn. Patricia was by and said hi to you. Oh, Nina. And Beck said, oh, okay. Wait a minute. I'm quite lost in chat. And Beck, what do we need to make the explosion box tonight in your stream? 12 by 12 plain cardstock. How many sheets? I'll have to dig mine out. I think I got some plain, kind of like a yellow color. A pad, a pretty scrapbook paper. Well, it must have been Patricia Stubbs then. There's two Patricias that come in. One's Patricia Strufert and one's Patricia Stubbs. I got those two sorted out. Oh, there. Patricia's in here. Hi, Patricia. Good morning. Glue and tape. Thank you, Mina. Good morning, Patricia. Aunt Beck's putting a list of what we need. 12 by 12 plain cardstock, pretty cardstock or pretty paper, scrapbook paper, at least 4 sheets of 12 by 12, and glue and tape. Okay, thank you, Aunt Beck. I'm looking forward to that. I'll be there. I want an explosion box. Oh, dear. Kimberly's here. Lynn writes. Thank you, Lynn. Hi, Susan. Gerald, good morning. Good morning. We've said that Fibs is Friends in the Box. Aunt Beck, will you be streaming today? Yes. Regular acrylic. I'm going to go back and find the video and find out, but I think she said you could make it. I don't know what they're talking about. She had to order the spray. Yes, I saw one put it on a journal cover, made it pliable. She crinkled it and sprayed it and took paint and used a credit card to apply it. Aunt Beck said that she'd gladly send Lynn some more rain. I don't think Lynn wants any more rain. Rain, rain. We're going to have to send Lynn a nursery rhyme that says, rain, rain, go away. You know what, though? We've got snow here in March. Our ground is snow covered. But I remember the day, Meri says, when March was dry. I mean, we had a drought in March. There was no snow. I mean, it was dirt out there, and that summer was horrible. All the green lawns were yellow brown, clear up to the doorstep. I remember that was. I'm back. I'm back. When I see it buffering, like I happen to be holding the phone in my hand, when I see that happening, I'll quit talking. So usually when I put, you see my comment that says buffering here. Oops, I'm buffering again. Like what I was saying, I was buffering again. When you see me buffering, when I put that comment that says buffering here or buffering again, when you see that, I will stop chatting. So at that point, I'm just working on getting myself back online. So don't worry that you've missed anything. But I guess I'm back. That's happening across all channels. That has to be YouTube. That just has to be YouTube. Oh, I'm buffering again here. Are you guys buffering? I don't know what it is. I was buffering. I buffered. Oh, see, I'm buffering again. I'm buffering. I'm going to close it out altogether. I don't know what it is. Well, I still think it's YouTube. I think it's YouTube. That's happening clear across all channels. I don't think, it's too consistent across everybody for it just to be nailed to. That happened to me 3 times. That could have had something to do with my service. But again, I think YouTube is tweaking their ads, and I think that buffering has the way they're doing their ads, and I think that buffering has a lot to do with their ads. That's my opinion, which may or may not be happening. But what I was saying is, if you see me buffering like that, if I put that comment up that says I'm buffering, then I will stop chatting and you won't miss anything because I'm working on getting back. I'm going to go ahead and fold these strips in half now, like this. There is a compatibility problem with phones and YouTube. Yeah, well, I believe that. But still, it's too consistent across YouTube. I mean, on all channels, for it to be just a YouTube a phone problem. I mean, it's there. I think there. Well, there goes my paper strip crossed down the. That strip went over the hill, went over the cliff. I'll have to dig it out after the stream. It's too consistent. If I could see if it happened to just me or happened to just a few channels, but it happens on too many channels. It's almost like you almost have to have the top of the line hardware and software. I don't know, but I think they're tweaking their ads. That's my opinion only. So what I'm doing next is just folding these paper strips in half vertically. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. You can't blame you. I mean, you can blame YouTube. And I get pretty mad at YouTube sometimes. I blame them for a lot that maybe they aren't responsible for, but I think they're responsible for a lot too. But on the other hand, they provide a nice service. Now I'm buffering here. Can you see me buffering? Are you guys buffering? See, it asked me to, I was talking about YouTube. I'm talking about YouTube. They don't like me talking about them. And here's the thing. I was rechecking the numbers on my contest the other day. I was rechecking the numbers on my contest. And I could not find Annan's. And I could not find, I sent one, it was like 8 and 7. I was looking for Ann's and Carlana's. And I saw all the other numbers, but theirs were missing. And I'm going, how come the 2 winners are missing out of chat? Now that had to be a YouTube issue and not a phone issue. I'm not streaming on my phone. I'm watching it on my phone, but I'm not streaming on my phone. I'm streaming on my laptop using my Logitech camera. I'm no longer streaming on my phone. So their numbers should have been there if it was not a YouTube issue. Their numbers should have been in the live chat, and they were not. Well, I went back and I checked to see on my, I went back and checked on my phone, and that's right at the point to where I said I was buffering. So, and I saw it in the live, I saw the winning numbers in the live stream, but for some reason, if you go back and check those chats, so that has to be a YouTube issue. If it was just a phone issue, and I'm streaming on my laptop, I'm not streaming on my phone, then those numbers should have been there, is what I'm saying. So I think YouTube has some issues yet. And I truthfully think it's to do with their ads. Every time I come back in, I have to watch ads replay again. And I get a little tired of that myself. And I'm the host. Sorry. I'd get real tired if I was watching somebody else's channel and it did it that much. See, it's buffering again for me. Yeah, they probably want me to pay $10 a month, but they're going to have to raise my ad rates for me to pay them $10 a month. I already pay them $10 a month. They take away my views. They subtract views out of my account, and that makes me mad. They say, oh, we're just estimating. And I say, well, quit estimating. You told me I had this many views, and you subtracted. They go through and subtract view counts, and they subtract subscriber counts. And it makes me angry. I get angry at YouTube. See, I'm buffering again. It's like I can't talk on YouTube. Anytime I say something about YouTube, they buffer me. Yeah. They're making it safer for kids, or they're trying to. That's why we need to watch. We need to watch what we say in here. We need to watch what we say in here. Sometimes, we think, oh, well, that's not harmful, but YouTube might have a different opinion. And that's me included. I think Daryl Eves was telling, just here, see, look, I'm buffering again. There. Daryl Eves was talking about how he lost a lot of views and subscribers on one of his channel. YouTube had taken down his channel, and he had to go through all of his YouTube contacts to get that channel back up and to find out why they took it down. And he showed why they did. If you watch it's a recent video. He showed why YouTube took that down. And I have to tell you, I've seen advertising on YouTube. I'm buffering again. It's like they don't want me to talk. I'm talking about YouTube, and they keep buffering me. But he was showing why they took down his channel. And he showed the segment that YouTube had a problem with. And I've seen advertising that is a lot more questionable than what his video was. There's some advertising out there that I click off as soon as I can, because I'm going, what are the ad people complaining about? They put on some of these really raunchy ads that, and we have to watch their dirty ads. Why, what are they complaining about? They're just as bad as some of the channels. I'm buffering again. It will be really interesting to see how much of this conversation comes out on the final processing video. I think YouTube's AI is a little wonky myself. But on the other hand, they provide a nice service, and it's free for the streamers, and it's free for people like me. So, as mad as I get, I still want my channel. But I guess if they took down my channel ever, I would probably go to another service, Twitch or someplace like that. I don't know if I'd go to Facebook. I don't think Facebook is any better. So I'm just doing this for fun. I'm not a business. Any money that I make out of this, which is not very much, I get paid every 3 months. That gives you an idea how much money I make. Goes for art supplies or mailing or something like that. So I'm not a business. But I get mad because I think that they could do some things differently. Meri's on her YouTube rant this morning. Miss Meri, you have a 10-second lag. I know I do. I know I do. I got the red dot. I've always lagged. It lags. I know it lags. Sometimes it's worse than 10 seconds. Sometimes it's, and then sometimes I'll be doing Tanya's or Lisa's stream or Aunt Beck's stream, and they're way ahead of me. I'm talking and thinking half a minute behind them. And sometimes I get so far behind I have to reset everything. Hi, Sharon. Good morning. Good morning. I'm folding 12-inch paper strips here. I've just got one more to go. One fell over the cliff. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So I'm over my YouTube rant. I take them with a grain of salt. I appreciate the service. I love coming here. I love doing the streams. I like my channel, but I think YouTube doesn't play fair sometimes. And I will tell you, I had, well, on several services. I had hosted on Facebook. I have hosted at the mining company, which was about.com. And I hosted on MSN. And about.com, when I hosted there, I made a lot more money than what I make on YouTube. And they paid us by ad rates and clicks. And that makes me very suspicious of YouTube's payment and how they count things. And about.com got sued by a bunch of people that provided content because they weren't doing right. And they settled the suit, and they settled for, it was a big amount of money. That was in the early 2000s. So it's a service, but yet we're providing a service to them because YouTube, in order to provide all the content that YouTube puts ads on, think of all the people that they'd have to hire. So we provide a service for them. We provide the content that they're putting all these ads on. So, you know, but then again, they could hire people like, well, like the Frugal Crafter and some of the larger channels and just provide those. But I think people like to see more than just the biggies, I think. All right, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and one fell over the, no, 16. I guess I'm okay. We'll see what I have here. Meri went on a rant this morning. All right, so I want my wax paper out. I want, yep. I'm reaching for it. Now, here's the thing. If I were on about.com and if I went on the same rant that I went on this morning, I would probably get a nice little talking to by my craft manager. You can't say all those things, so I like the freedom. I like the freedom to speak my mind when I want to. One, that's a part of America. That's the good part of America. We can speak our mind. We have freedom of speech. We have freedom freedom of the press. Those who own the press. How many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. If we don't agree with our government, we can speak out. 5, If we do agree with our government, we can speak out. 6, 7, and those are liberties that were hard-fought liberties for us. People died so that we could be free like that. So we've got a blessing. Meri's still ranting. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll be real interesting to see how much of this chat comes across. It might all come across, but I've buffered so many times it makes me suspicious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 5 more. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm buffering again. I'm going to turn my Wi-Fi off and restart it. I'm going to turn off my Wi-Fi. I'm going to restart it. So my verse of the day. I need to read it. Maybe God's telling me to shut up. YouTube. All right. So, what I want to do, I've got my paper pad here, and they all curl up on me. Let's turn these over. They won't curl up as much if you turn them upside down. You all know what I'm making now? I'm going to make a book for my Fussy cuts. I'm going to glue it. It wouldn't surprise me, Teresa, that they're trying to get people to buy red. But here's the thing. If they have to do crap like that to get the people to buy their service, maybe they should rethink their service. Huh? You know, $10 a month is $120 a year for YouTube. Now, I might do it for $2 a month. That's $24 a year. How much do you pay how much do you pay for your newspaper, or not your newspaper, because newspaper is a little high too, but your a magazine subscription? You know, you certainly don't pay $124 a year. Well, maybe Somerset you might if you bought all theirs, but that's too high. $10 a month sounds cheap, but $120 a year? Plus you have to pay for all you have to pay for all your streaming. You have to pay for your internet. That's $60-some at the cheapest. And pretty soon people have these big, huge social media costs, you know, and I think they need to rethink their subscription on their red service. Meri's going to buffer again because she's still ranting. $10 a month is a little expensive if you ask me. The Red service, though, they don't do the advertising, supposedly. I don't know. I don't have Red service, but I think I'd rather go with the ads. Let's see. I'm find a place for these finished ones here. Mary's just got her opinions, but hey, I live in America. I have a right to my opinion. Yeah. I can still hear my dad say, that's not history as I taught it. That's not like how I taught history. I love my dad. Let's see, I think I'll put these, as I finish them, on the underneath here, because I need a place for them. You're just seeing me build my little book here. You're just seeing me build my little book for my image. I'm going to put my fussy cuts. I'm getting tired of having to dig through fussy cuts. And I have to go to the library today. Look, I'm buffering again. Come on, that's not fair. Stop it. Have you guys buffered as much as I have? Look, I'm still buffering. Can you guys hear me? You guys are not buffering. It's just me buffering. Well, I have not buffered this much. I buffer, but not consistently like this. What is the problem? I ranted about YouTube and they're taking it out on me. I live in America. I have a right to my opinion. My forefathers fought for that right. We study our history. Yeah. I was saying I have to go to the library today, so I'm going to stop at Dollar General and get some of that low-tack double-sided tape. I'm going to start putting my fussy cut images in here and see how that works. If it doesn't work, I'll take them all out. I'm going to use my cinch to bind it. Thank you to Annie V for the cinch. Bless her heart. And Anlar with the computer, the laptop, and Annie V with the camera. Or I'd be trying to stream with the phone. I'd probably have to give up this morning. Hi, Linda. Hello, Linda McAllister. Oh, yeah. Who's talking about the history guy? Yeah, I watch the history guy. I've been subscribed to his channel for quite a while now. I enjoy watching his channel. Why don't you drop a link to the history guy, Lynn, if you can? I enjoy the history guy. I watch him. Good channel. I also subscribe to the Smithsonian and the Library of Congress, Metropolitan Museum of Art. There's a lot of good channels out there. And then all of you guys. Dee Dee Willingham. Oops, I'm buffering again. Are you guys buffering? Yeah, I'm making YouTube mad at me this morning. Probably wouldn't be the first time. See, you guys aren't buffering. I'm going to let it buffer. Whoops, tap to retry. All right. I'm making YouTube mad at me this morning. Mary's got a right to her opinion too, YouTube. I'm not saying anything dirty about them. I'm just saying what I think as far as I think that they need to stop the buffering. And you know, if it was just me, it's consistent across channels. It's consistent. They're playing with their ad policies or something. And if they're trying to get us to buy red, well, they need to rethink their red if that's what they have to do to get people to buy red. They need to rethink their... If they have to do crazy stuff like that to get people to buy red, then they need to rethink their red. That's almost coercion. If you don't buy our more expensive product, then we'll wreck it, the cheap stuff for you. Who wants to deal with that? I don't have anything against them having an expensive product. I just don't want to be coerced into buying it. If people want to buy the red service and pay $10 a month, if that's what they want to do, go for it. But don't coerce me into buying it by buffering my channel. If that's what's happening. We don't know for sure that that's what's happening. I mean, how do you prove something like that? Hi, Marianne. Yeah, I'm watching while I work too, Vanessa. This is what I do in the morning. I come in and do, on Monday mornings, I come in and do stuff like this. I get to talk to you. Look, I'm buffering. I've just buffered all morning. I'm still buffering here. It's rotten. I've even turned off. I'm going to reset my phone and see if that helps. I'm going to restart my phone. Hopefully I'm still going with my laptop here. I restarted my phone, so hopefully that'll help. I came in there awful fast. Your Samsung buffers every time? Now, I don't know. I still think it's YouTube. I think they're tweaking the ad service. There's probably so many tweaks going on in YouTube that it can't help but buffer. All right, but let's stop talking against them, Meri, and let's think about how they give you the ability to have your channel. I get to meet all you guys. Let's stop moaning and groaning and look at the positives. I should probably write a nursery rhyme today. Maybe that'll get me in a better mood. Maybe that nursery rhyme that I was thinking of will put me in a better mood. It's all the buffering. Look, it's buffering again. Buffering again. Stop it. Oatmeal in her tummy and coffee in her hands. That's buffering again. I'm going to go to a different account. See if it's my account. It shouldn't do that. I'm going to watch me on a different account. No, I don't want YouTube Red. Thank you very much. Skip the ad. All right, let's see if it buffers so much on this account. Let's go to live chat. Let's go to live chat. Maybe they're buffering my account. Let's go to a different account. I don't think it's my phone service. I do not think it's my phone service. I think that buffering is too consistent on YouTube across the channels. If it were only me having the problem, I would, but Dee Dee has a problem with buffering. Some of these other channels have maybe not as bad. It's been bad today. It's been bad today. I don't usually have this much problem with buffering. Now I changed my account. Let's see if it buffers as much. Could be my account that they're buffering. I do think it's YouTube. I'm sorry. I think it's YouTube. I was ranting about YouTube and they're taking it out on me. That's the AI. Let's get Meri Day. Let's get Meri Day. Our little 6th grade AI machine is having a temper tantrum because somebody doesn't agree with them. They say that their artificial intelligence has the intelligence of a 6th grader. They were saying that and YouTube was saying that during the demonetization process. And I'm going, you mean you're judging us by the intelligence of a 6th grader? Gosh, can't you wait till they grow up? I mean, at least wait till they're 18, if not 22. You might have to wait until they're 60 at this rate. They say that the AI machine, the more that they use it, the smarter it gets. But I question that. See, I switched my account, and I'm not buffering as much. I think it's my account. I really do think it's my account. Now that I've said that, they'll probably go find me. You can just listen to Meri rant about YouTube, my YouTube rant. I try not to, but I tell you, YouTube sometimes gets to me. I put a lot of work into my channel. I put a lot of work into my channel. I've been streaming a lot. I've been doing a lot of videos. And it's so disheartening to see them subtract views. And it's so disheartening to see them take away subscribers. I don't think I get that many subscribers that are not real. They say, oh, they're bots. I don't think many bots hit my channel. Because if I had 1 million subscribers, yeah, maybe. But I don't think with the few subscribers that I get, I don't, you know, I get maybe 2 or 3, if I'm lucky, new subscribers a day. Some channels get 10,000 a day. Those might be bots. My 2 to 3 subscribers a day, how can they be bots? And they still take them away from me. That stuff makes me mad because I don't think it's fair play. And I know what I made. I know what I made at other services for content. So there you go. Mary's still ranting. If it wouldn't be for you guys, I probably wouldn't be here. It's all you that I'm here for, because I like you. I like my art channel. I like my community. I like my community. But this still is America. I can still have an opinion. All right. I got sticky fingers this morning. Sticky fingers. This is kind of fun, though. It'll be interesting to see if that double-sided tape will. I'm going to go to Dollar General. I have to go to the library today, and I can stop off at Dollar General and get me some double-sided tape that's not the real tacky stuff. You get that tape at Dollar General. It's not tacky. And it's a lot cheaper than buying rubber cement. Let's see. How many do I have left here? 1? Oh, you guys, I only got 1 left. And the one that fell over the cliff. What time is it? 6:30? See, I switched accounts. I switched accounts and I haven't buffered. So I think it's my account. I also restarted my phone, but I still buffered after I restarted my phone. I think it was my account that they were buffering. I do think it was my account. I could be wrong. How could that happen? Let me get the sticky off of my fingers here a little bit. You don't want to see me peeling off the second skin, do you? All righty. Okay. Let me see what I have here. I got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's a good book. That's a good sized book. 16 pages would be 32 pages. That's big enough. Let's clamp this right here for a minute. And let's get this out. Yeah. Clamp it there. Oops. What's Meri doing? She's playing this morning. She's playing with the wax paper and the old paper bags. I'm going to cut these off. And they just have to be whacked off. They don't have to be perfect. And they're not perfect. There. Now, I'm going to take and I'm going to split this paper bag, tear this off. That'll go on the back. And then this will go on the front. I think I'm going to tear this off. Let's just cut it off. I like this. I might cover up this and use this as my cover. I think I'll put it this way. Yeah. Here comes another train. We have a lot of trains coming through town. They're busy today, let me tell you. What is today? Is Wednesday? Oh, let's take this down. Good morning, Lynn. Jay. For Casey Jr. Just in time for Casey Jr. Shall I rant about the double-sided tape? Nah. We've had enough of your ranting for one day, Meri. All right, let's put it right in here, just because I feel like it. There. Now, what did I do with the back? What did I do with the back? It's on the front. Well, let's do it this way then. And I don't care that things stick over the edge. This is just going to be a fussy cut book. So, if you have a bit of patience, let me get my cinch out here. I get to use the Cinch this morning. I was using this during our hangout. I might have to. Let's get rid of my scissors. Let's put this in the trash. Put the glue back. Put the tape back. Hold the phone. Okay. Got an awful lot of stuff out on my table. Shall I zoom out one? Let's look at chat. Zoom out one here. Now, I don't care if I'm just in the middle here. Let me get organized here. If I keep making these pages, I'll get down to the end of this row. I'm not that far away, and I'll have a paper towel roll for our hangout next Tuesday night on I think it's Tanya's channel. And Mary's going to be silent because my brother's watching wrestling, but it may not hurt for Meri to be silent anyway. She freely admits. Okay, so I'm going to put my guide there. Let's look at chat. I've been ranting. Linda, I know it's pretty. Aunt Bex is laughing. Mina went away for a little while to make oatmeal with apples and cinnamon. It's Aunt Beck's fault. Loaded oatmeal is all Aunt Beck's fault. Aunt Beck said hers had craisins and smoked almonds and seeds. I have hazelnut coffee. Does that count? It's cold. I need to warm it up. Aunt Beck forgot her cinnamon. Let's see, what else is going on? Lynn says she has an ancient cinch. It's aqua and looks like a fancy wine bottle opener. Ooh, interesting. Journey came in. Journey is here. Good morning, Journey. Stoneman, good morning, good morning. Little sister Cheryl's in the house. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning, Susan. Hump Day, trying to get as much moved before the weekend as they can. Ash Wednesday, beginning of Lent. Today is the beginning of Lent, Lynn? I'll have to get caught up with that. Let's see. Teresa's back. She got her sound back. I'm laughing because, Teresa, I was thinking you might want to keep your sound off for a while. Meri was ranting this morning. Lynn J says, morning, Meri and all, riding into work and listening. Cheryl just woke up a little bit ago. Lynn Wright's in the house. All is good on top of the cliff, Asher says. Turtle's in the house. Good morning, Turtle. I am making, Susan said, I don't even know what you're making. I am making a book to hold my fussy cuts. And I'm going to do it like my, I should show you here. Might be a good place to stop the chat before. Let's see, I have it right here. Let me reach for it. This is a book that I made to hold my words. See, it's just made out of a watercolor pad with wax paper. Only I did not put the paper bag strips on it. I used magazine here. But these are all my journal words, and I put these on with rubber cement. But I'm thinking that dollar store double-sided tape, which I can just lift them up. And in fact, I tried that on one of these back here. Let's go back and look at it. The one that had kids on it. This one. This one has the dollar store double-sided tape. And see, I can just lift that up, but I can tack it back down enough. And I won't be thumbing through these like every day like I do in my journal. So I think that I'm going to invest in some dollar store double-sided tape for my fussy cuts. So instead of the headlines or the journal words here, I'm going to put the fussy cuts in here, my images, and see how that works. If the double-sided tape doesn't work, then I will go back and use the rubber cement on them, because all you need is a dab. All you need is a dab. Let's get this back again. So I'm just going to cinch it in the middle here. I think that's close enough. Oh, the problem is I need more table space. And I could probably do more than one, but I'm just going to do one for now. Let's try a couple here. I don't think I want to do more than two because it's going through 4, 5, 6 layers here. And I need to get my paper way toward the back. I may not have my other papers enough toward the back. No, that's good. That's good. We'll do it 2 at a time. Get them. When I say toward the back, I mean I need to get my paper not up here, you know, get it fit in there right. And I'm using this as a guide to keep it on the same at the same level, so they'll all be punched the same way. And I'm not worrying about putting punches clear across the pages. Right in the middle will be fine. For this, it's just kind of like a quick down and dirty book to hold all my fussy cut images. That's what I'm making this morning. Because I was doing that glue booking yesterday and I was having to dig through those boxes for all my images, which is fun, but it gets a little frustrating and my images start flying all over the place. YouTube, I love you. YouTube, I love you. And then I'm going to write a nursery rhyme. I got this little nursery rhyme bouncing around my head this morning. I'm a little behind in writing my nursery rhymes. I have some written down that I haven't put in my journal yet. And I got one bouncing around my head, and I promise you, it's not about YouTube. So Annie V gifted me this Cinch, bless her heart. I don't know how I ever deserved Annie V as a friend. But she has blessed me beyond, up and beyond. Now this is the back of a watercolor pad, so it's pretty thick. Hopefully this will go through it. And it did. Yay. All right. So let's put the cinch away. Love the cinch. Oh, I'm not going to put it away yet. I'm just going to turn it this way. Now, I think what you do, and I didn't want to put that back yet. What you do is you start from the bottom. And, uh-oh. Am I going to be able to put these on here? You should be able to put these in here. But this may not fit. I might have to do this later. Let's try these. Why aren't these fitting? Oh, yeah, I know. I have to put the wire band on there. I have to put the little wire on there. Let me get the wire. Let me get the wire. It's in the little closet next door here. I have to get up and go over there and turn on the light in the closet. No, I can just reach. It's cold in here. Come on, turn on the light. The wires all caught up in each other here. Come on. I have to cut the wire to fit the holes because the wire is like 12 inches. It's a pretty big one too. It could probably hold more papers, but I'm going to do what I have. All right, so hold the phone. I'm getting reorganized here. I had to move everything to get into the closet. What I want to do is cut this wire down to fit these. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right here. Right there is where I want to cut my wire. I can make 2 of them almost. I won't bore you with 2 of them. So will my Tim Holtz scissors cut this, I hope? Because I don't have my wire cutter out. Maybe my pliers. Bend that back and forth. Where's my pliers? I try to keep everything in the same drawer so I can get to it again. She frantically hunts. Where's my Tim Holtz? These poor scissors have really done their double duty. They have done their double duty. I don't know. Wire might be a little strong for them, though. There we go. Thank you. Probably ruined my scissors there. They have been through the run of the mill anyway. I'll put that one back. So now you take your little binder and you put the wire. That's why they weren't fit. You put those squares on here. Fit them in there. Maybe I need to stretch them apart. Shall we stretch them apart? No, let's just put one. Put one, skip one, put one, skip one. That works best for me. That one didn't work though. We'll leave it. Then you start putting you start from the bottom. And I think I have these all the same way. It has to go this way. Start from the bottom and you start putting your pages in. Okay. Go this way. Let me get a couple in and maybe I can do a couple at a time. This one's being kind of stubborn because that's where I cut it. Okie dokie. Let's try a couple here. See if I can get 2 at a time in there. This wax paper is kind of jiggly. If I can't get it in that way. I'm missing one there. Oh, I've got 3 there. 1, come on. I should be able to come in at it this way, but this wax paper is pretty thin paper, so it's a little bit harder. I think I'm going to do it one at a time here. I think I'll have less trouble getting them in. And my little cinchy wires came off. Am I still having the right way? I think I was that way. Seems like the first ones go in pretty easy, and then it gets harder as it gets down here. I don't know why that is. This third one from the bottom's a stubborn guy. There we go. Just about done here. A few more pages left. Works better if I do it 1 page at a time with this wax paper. I've only got 16 pages. $15 or $16. I thought I counted 16, but one dropped over the cliff. One more. One more and then the cover. There. Then you take it off. And I think I can put, no, I think I need to leave that up. You turn it this way. Now this little thing is for the width, but I don't have the packaging that this came in. That says 5/8. So is this spacing between here 5/8? I think so. I think I can leave it at 5/8. We're going to leave that at 5/8 there. And you put it in here. And I think Vanessa said you leave the flat ones to the back. maybe I'll turn it just a little. And then you're supposed to be able to push this down, but this may not be a round cinch. Let's put it in a little bit more like this. More like that. Keep your fingers out of the way. And push down on it. And see, this pushes them all even at the same time, rather than push here, push there, push there. Because of that bar, it pushes them all even down at the same time. That may be a little too far. And I may need to, I don't think this was a deal that came with the cinch. So I think I might need to push these down too. We'll see. I may be... There. I think maybe we'll see. These might be pushed in too much. I think this one was more square. This wire was more square than what the cinch allows for. So I may need to, let's see what I got here. I might need to adjust this by hand. Let's get this out of the way. It's a heavy thing. It's heavy, but I think this binding was more square than what the cinch is used to. So I might need to pull these out a little bit more. I might have pushed or even pushed the square ones down more. I'm just going to pull them out just a little bit more by hand, just to adjust them. Let's see if it turns okay. Yes, yes. Look at that. Look at that. Yay. Exactly. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yay. But this still is more square than what. Now, can I put them all back at the same time? Yes. Now, I might have down in the bottom of my box here, if I can find it, one old roll of double-sided tape that came from Dollar General. Right here. I took it off of the spool to put washi tape on it. I put washi tape on my, what did I do with that? I don't know what I did with it. I put washi tape on the little holder that held that. Because Tanya did that, and I thought it was a great idea, so I'm going to save all my empty tape containers. But let's try this out. Since I put it all together, and it's almost 7 o'clock, I got some time. Let's flip one page. Let's put some fussy cut images on here. And I'm not going to sort these out. I might a little, but I'm getting my fussy cut images out here. We'll try some. See how they work. This is my fussy cut box. And it's pretty full. And it kind of frustrates me now because I got so many and I have to dig through here. So let's pull a few out. Let's put a few out and see if I can put them in. And see if this tape is tacky enough to hold them. Cut that first part off. And it'll be less trouble when I get tape that I can just pull off of the roll, but here, and cut it off. So there. Let's get some out here. We'll do some larger ones. So with all my ranting and raving, I did get something accomplished this morning. I was going to write my nursery rhyme yet today. I think I will. Oops. I've got till 7:30. Now this is Dollar General double-sided tape that I'm using. I would not use regular double-sided tape. I'm only using the dollar store stuff because it pulls up easy. See, look how easy that pulled up. I was using rubber cement. I have rubber cement here. And rubber cement will work too. Repositionable tape, repositionable glue if you want to pay that much for it. But dollar store double-sided tape is only $1 a roll, so I would go for that. And I just want to start organizing some of these things that are driving me nuts. And if I want to use them to do some glue booking, I can just get out my book here and go to it. That's what I'm thinking. And so once I get the book filled up here and get all my images in here, then as I glue book, I can refill the book. And it won't be as much of a arduous process. And I'm not paying any attention. This is probably temporary glue booking. Cindy's Signs Utter style, because I'm just slamming them down. I'm not going to overlay them though. Let's see. I guess I saved that. Pretty plates on the wall. When I glue book, I like to, I think about composition and color, and if it's telling a story. That's more my style, glue booking, rather than just, and there's different styles. There's nothing wrong with just putting things down if that relaxes you. There's nothing wrong with spontaneous, just putting images down. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not it's not what I do. It's just not my thing. That's just it. This is a postage stamp. I don't have my little holder thing here. That's kind of slowing me down. If I had my holder, I could do it now. Just take my tape and put my tape across 2 or 3 images here. I'm going to stop at Dollar General today and on my trip to the library and get me some double-sided tape. Get this taken care of and see if how it affects my glue booking process. So I'm going to do this page and then I'll quit. I won't bore you with putting all of these in. Now I'll catch up with chat and then I'll write my nursery rhyme. Is that going to fit? Put one down here. Maybe a postage stamp. Fold my tape back here. There we go. Well, let's put my images here back in the box. I've got plenty to go. I have more to go. I could probably do 20 books like this. See, They hold pretty good. So there we go. I accomplished something this morning, except for this may not close as easy as I expected. What am I doing here? I might have to adjust this binding a little. This one here was holding on to it. This last one. This little wire tabby thing here needs to be bent back to get my pliers out and work with that little wire thing. So that's my fussy cut book. I'm going to fill it up. Yay! Thank you for your patience. Let me close up my box of images before I spill them. Come on. Well, what are you doing, Mary? Does it go on the outside here? It doesn't go on the outside, it goes on the inside. What are you doing? Not on the inside. All righty. I get my journal out and write my nursery rhyme. My cinch away. A dictionary. My cutting tool. You should see my room. Oh. All right. Let's look at chat. Where my scissors go over the clip. Hi, Petals and Dream. Good morning. Miss Mary should put all the faces and people on one sheet and all the flowers on another and cats on another. It would be easier for her to keep all the images. You know, I never do things the easy way. I put them on as I grab them. That's how you would do it, Petals and Dream. That's not how I do it. I would just slam them on there. Because, you know, when I glue book, I like to hunt through. I'm not going to take the time to organize all those things out. If I get too frustrated, I had them all organized. I and I hated it. I had all the people in one pile, and I had all my cars and stuff in another pile, all my animals in another pile. I hated it. I did not like it. I'm grumpy today, Petals. I am grumpy today. You should have heard me ranting about YouTube. I've got some goo on my phone here. You kind of like them flying out of your hands like money in the movies? I would get frustrated flipping through everything to find one image. Well, see, here's the thing. If you're looking for a face, then I could see where you could get frustrated. But when I do glue booking, I don't say, okay, I'm going to use a face now. I just go, I glue book according to maybe the color or the shape or, you know, I don't say, okay, I'm going to put a face here. Like if I'm doing historical, I might look for all historical. I had everything organized. I tell you, I hated it. It put me in a box. I hated it. So if you want to put all your faces in a pile, go for it. Or if you want to put all your flowers in one sheet, go for it. That's not working for me. Let's see. I think I would have to sort them as I put them away. See, that doesn't work for me. Sorry, you gals do it. You gals do it. I don't like being that organized. That's the thing. Now, when I glue book things down, I like to be organized. Like I might flip through my book and say, what goes with this old historical image? And as I flip through, I might find something that goes with it. But I'm not going to say, okay, I got a school teacher here, so I want kids here. I might put a dog with the school teacher, or I might put an old car, a 1920s car with the school teacher, depending on where I was on the book, where I was in the page. You have enough magazine images, elephants, temples, and dancers to make a page of India. Oh, that's great, Nina. Yeah, Mina likes to create a theme in her glue books. Jeannie says, hi, Jeannie Bush, says, I'm ashamed to say I would need many books like that, so I file them. You have to work with the system that works for you. If you're an organizer, organize. If you like them all in a box, pull them out of the box. If you want to put them in file folders, file them. I have everything in a box, and it worked for me for a while, but what I'm finding is as I do my glue booking, I'm having to dig too much. And then, like Lynn says, it's like money flying out. So you have to find what works for you personally. But if it doesn't work for you, go find another way. No, Cheryl staying away from the rubber cement. Dollar Tree has pretty lace ribbons sometime. I didn't know that, Journey. I'll have to look for that. Yeah, I'm trying the double-sided tape from Dollar General because I kind of like the idea that a lot of it goes a long way. This rubber cement, I'm paying like $3 or $4, and that goes a long way too, but you have to show your ID to buy it. Everyone has to rent now and then. It's like taking out the trash. Yeah, I had trash to take out this morning. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate you saying that. I got some of that paint on my page here, but this will just be the back, so I didn't put wax paper in here. This is why we use wax paper between our sheets, so it doesn't glue our pages together. Luckily, this is just my journal, and I can put a fussy cut over that. So I want to write my nursery rhyme, and it's not going to be about ranting. And I'm just going to write it. I think I'll write it right here. This was I need to illustrate this one about the 3 little creative artists. I want to illustrate that one, but I'm not going to do that today. Let's see. I think here's my scrap paper from my silent. I think I'm going to draw up some signs for next Tuesday night when I need to communicate, like laughing out loud, it needs work. I'll be right back. All right, I want to write my nursery rhyme. I'm going to write it with my pen plus gear. And I don't think this comes through this manila too bad. So let's see. How does that go? Then you. I'm going to call it, I'll title it later. But it's going to be, I'm going to start out by saying, then, THAN, can you guys see? Yeah. Then you. Then you, comma, then you, comma, then you. Now, I know most of you have heard your mothers say this, or you say it as mothers or grandmothers, but this is kind of advice that's been passed down to me. And it's more an advice than a nursery rhyme, but I could make it into a nursery rhyme. But I'm just going to say, Moms said to me, there will always be someone prettier than you, smarter than you, richer than you, fatter than you, thinner than you. And you could just go on and on and on, all the comparisons. And I think I'm going to call this than you. And I want to get comparisons in there. Than you. I'll just call it than you. Thinner than you, smaller than you, taller than you. Shorter than you. I mean, you could just go on and on and on. And then I'm just going to say, then you, and well, let's see. Let's put 3 dots. Let's put 3 dots in here. Dot, 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 dot. Then you, whoops, then you. I mean, this could be a 10-page comparison thing. Then you. And I have found it is very true. True rhymes with you. That's my nursery rhyme. I'm going to call it then you. Then you. Oh, see, I left out some words here. Then you. This is rough draft. Then you. Mom said to me, there will always be someone prettier than you, smarter than you, richer than you, fatter than you, thinner than you, taller than you, shorter than you. Than you. And I have found it very true. That's my today's nursery rhyme. Let's see. I think I'm going to have to date this March 3rd, though. March 3. And this is kind of rough draft. 2019. And I'll just sign it. Because this is my journal and I'm just scribbling. That's my nursery rhyme for March the 3rd. Today is the 6th. I'm 3 behind. I've got a couple I haven't written in here yet. Then you. Mom said to me, there will always be someone prettier than you, smarter than you, richer than you, fatter than you, thinner than you, taller than you, shorter than you. Than you. And I have found it is very true. You know what I should do, though, on this last one? This is rough draft. Put it in caps. Than you, for emphasis. Isn't that true? There's always going to be somebody who has more YouTube subscribers, makes more money, drives a nicer car, lives in a better house. But there's always other people who are worse off than you. There's people who don't have enough to eat in this world. There's people who don't have a roof above their head. There's people who are in ill health. So there's a lot to be grateful for. I wanted to get the word comparing in there, maybe in another nursery rhyme. I'll paint the back of this. Let's paint the back of this while I'm ranting. This satin paint is kind of thin. If I scrape it, this says it's a midnight sky, but it looks more gray to me than blue. Let's wash out my brush here. My poor brush. I'll tell you, I use it for gluing. I use it for painting. It gets a lot of work. There will always be somebody more talented than you, but there will be other people who are not as talented as you. There will be somebody who can sing prettier than you, There will be somebody who can sing worse than you. I'm just painting this, so if I want to block out those letters, if I want to do an illustration or something over this, I can. See, I haven't buffered since I changed my account. I haven't buffered once. Isn't that interesting? That just convinces me that YouTube's screwing around with my channel. Now, Meri, don't start talking about YouTube on this channel or they'll find you. There we go. All right. It is 7:15. Thank you, everybody, for coming and listening to me this morning. Wow. You guys have chatted away. Carlana's, yes, there will always be greater and lesser persons than yourself. It's not needed to have fancy things, but man, I really wouldn't mind just the freedom to have what I need when I really need it. I get that, Azure. I understand that. It'd be nice to have things when we really need them. Have a great day, everybody, Teresa says. Greatheart says it's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. It seems like that sometimes, Greatheart. Hi, Alina. Bye, Alina. Linda says she's back. Mina says the buck monster thought you were feeling ignored, Meri. You know, I should do an illustration of the buff monster, and he'd just have a circle going like this. His whole head and tummy would be, his tummy would be going this way, and his head would be going that way, and he'd have wheels down here. Thank you, Patricia, for keeping me company. Thank you to everybody who came in. I'll try not to rant on my next stream, okay? Let's see. Tanya says, going to say goodbye. She has lots to do today. Aunt Beck says she's got to go get dressed. She's sick of freezing. Aunt Beck's wanting to get settled in a home. Lynn had to go snooze. Tina and Nick are in here. All right. I missed a lot of chat while I was doing all of that, but thank you, everybody, for coming. Have a great day. Have a great day, and if you have time, do some art.